Welcome! Am I still going around? No, I've stopped. Okay, hi. Welcome to One Cool Thing. This is PC Mag's Daily Show where we show you one cool thing which I am sitting in right now. I'm Sasha Segan, this is Will Greenwald, and I'm sitting in a chair. Why are we reviewing a chair, Will?
This is the GT Throne, and we have reviewed a good handful of gaming chairs because, you know, gamers want them, and it's good to have a nice quality chair to sit in when you're on a PC.
Okay.
Generally about gaming chairs, a nice thing is that they are usually built better and more comfortable than the average similar looking chair you get at like a Staples. They're also usually a lot more expensive. This one is $475. It is the GT Throne, but there's an interesting thing about it. It has motors inside because this is a force feedback chair.
Okay, so this is a chair. This is like a massage chair, basically. It's a massage chair for death.
Sort of. It's like if you're playing games,
Whoa.
you can have the games like the gunshots and the explosions and stuff make everything vibrate. Which is happening now. You can't actually hear it because, again, these are just vibration motors, not drivers for speakers. So, like, you can't hear it, but Sasha can tell you that it is vibrating.
Yeah, you can't hear it, but I can feel it. There's a vibrating motor right here, kind of under my lower back, which is giving a good kind of pulsating. It does feel a lot like a massage chair, I gotta say.
Kind of does.
Yeah. So how many motors are there and what do they respond to?
I think 5 or 6. They respond purely to the audio output from the 3.5, or there is actually an optical adapter for consoles from your computer. Whatever game system you have, whatever media you play, takes the audio and translates into vibrations.
Could it do music and movies or just games?
It can do any audio. I actually listened to the Apple iPhone announcement last week with it, or was last week or a week and a half ago? When was it?
And a while ago.
Anyway.
Did that give you a visceral thrill?
No, but
No?
it did vibrate.
Okay. So let me step out of this and we'll take a closer look at it. So now, when you're looking at gaming chairs, how are you evaluating them? Like, what are you testing for?
Most gaming chairs don't have this vibration thing. This is sort of unique for the GT Throne. But we look at the quality, what the material is, how well it's made, how dense the foam is, and this is a pretty good chair. The quilting here on the back and seat, kind of unique to this model. We don't see it on, we haven't seen it on any other gaming chairs, and it gives it sort of a nice, almost regal or like a fancier feel to it.
Is this leather?
It is leatherette. It's fake leather.
Okay, so it's fake leather.
It is fairly thick and supple. It's similar to the leather, the fake leather we've seen in DK Racing and AK Racer chairs. We still really like the Secret Lab chairs. The Secret Lab Titan is our current editor's choice, just because the fake leather is a little bit better and the foam is like denser. It's a bit more generous with the foam.
Now, what do you have in terms of adjustability, in terms of height, in terms of in terms of recline? I see there are some levers here.
Yeah, you can obviously move this up and down, but with that you can. This is sort of the key for gaming chairs. You can recline. Which is very nice. You don't see that in office chairs. So if you want to sit back and watch a movie, if you want to like have this in front of your TV, it's great.
I feel like, for instance, if you're in VR,
yeah, that works.
You might want to kick it back.
Although most VR gaming at this point is sort of whole room, so you want to be standing anyway. Now, how this works, I can turn this off, is it uses this transmitter. You plug it into your computer or your console. There is an optical adapter. And it puts your mic audio and your gaming audio through that, and then it sends it all to this receiver right here. And as you can see, it actually needs power, which is sort of a big design issue that I don't see could really be overcome at this point. Because
your chair needs to be plugged into the wall.
It needs to be plugged in. And if you keep spinning, or if you just roll around, the cable's going to get caught up and stuff.
Okay.
Not great, but...
Now, if your audio from your PC is being pushed through the chair, what if you want to have an audio system in the room too?
For that, you can't have like your PC speakers if you have a laptop or anything, but there is a front pass-through, so you can use a headset or use any speaker that has a 3.5 output. Okay,
so you could go to an external speaker through that pass-through.
But you can't use like your laptop's internal speakers.
Okay. Now, I almost hate to ask this, but I don't really hate to ask this.
Yeah.
There are quite a few gamers who are of size.
Yeah.
Is that a concern with this chair?
The weight capacity for this is 350 pounds, and if you want something more than that, you can get some chairs up to 400 or 450, but that's like the actual max chairs, like the, I believe, DK Racing or AK Racer. One of those, the Pro Max series, which is for bigger players.
Okay.
But these are usually built quite generously, so up to 350 pounds, this chair will support you. We have a question.
How tall is it?
I don't know off the top of my head, and it is adjustable. You can move it up and down about 6 inches.
I'll stand up. I'll stand up here for a moment. And you can tell now I'm 5'6", so I'm not that tall. But
I'd say about 4'10".
yeah, okay, okay. Now these arms.
Yep.
Can you get rid of them if you want?
Yes, you can just like remove them. Armrests are comfortable. It's nice to have them. These armrests aren't directly adjustable, which is sort of weird because most gaming chairs we've seen, you can sort of slide them forward, pull them back, move them side to side, or tilt them. That isn't on here, but you can just take them off. So.
Now, what other cool features have you seen in other gaming chairs? What kinds of, other than just chair comfort, what kinds of what kinds of standout features have you seen?
Electronically, not a whole lot. Pretty much a lot of these chairs, at least the ones we've checked out from the major manufacturers, are very similar in design, how you put them together, the parts, and it's just sort of craftsmanship and how comfortable they are.
Now, this is the throne.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the Thronos?
No. What's the question?
Are all gaming chairs really designed this way? Because I feel like they all have a certain sort of like race car look to them.
All the ones we've tested have been, and actually a lot of the companies like I've said, AK Racing and DX Racer are basically racing chairs turned into gaming chairs. So slightly different from the pure racing chairs. It's a lot of the similar technology you get with chairs that you build into like a racing simulator, which is its own different thing, so not really the same thing. But there are a lot of similarities between them.
Any more questions out there? So, so you rated this chair 4 stars.
Yep.
But it's not an editor's choice. What does it take to get an editor's choice as a gaming chair?
Currently, the Secret Lab Titan we're really fond of because just the materials feel a little bit better and it's a lot more generous with very dense foam. So it's just a bit more comfortable and a bit more solid.
Now, when we were testing this chair out before the show,
Yep.
I was feeling a lot of stray vibration.
Yeah.
Is that a common issue with this, and what was going on there?
Not common, but because we're moving a whole bunch of cables around, this is using a 3.5 millimeter connector for the transmitter, so if just the cables move around, and because there was no mic attached, there's just picking up a bit of cable thump noise, which is typical for headphones. Like you sort of have the port halfway in because it uses an analog signal, so any voltage can make it trigger.
Now, is there such a thing as vibrating vibrating home theater chairs separate from gaming chairs, or should you be thinking about this as a home theater solution as well?
You can think about it as a home theater solution. Usually if you want stuff vibrating for your home theater, you just get a really good subwoofer, because then everything's going to rumble.
Yeah, I guess but I mean, it doesn't rumble as dare I say, intimately as
It
this
doesn't,
chair does.
but at that point, there are probably some solutions, but you're going to be looking at some custom builds.
Maker chairs.
Pretty much.
You're gonna be a chair maker.
Or custom installers with like very high-end chair installations.
Okay, okay. Any more questions out there? You think we're set? Okay. So this is the GT Throne. It is a 4-star gaming chair with, you said, 5 vibrating motors in there?
5 or 6, I think it's around that.
Okay, 5 or 6 vibrating motors that vibrates according to the audio coming out from your stereo system or your
computer, your game
computer
system,
or your
any of that.
console. It's $475. Is that an accurate price?
Yep.
Great, $475. Thank you all for watching. This has been One Cool Thing from PCMag.com. We will be back on Monday with another cool thing for you.